सदाशिवसमारम्भां शङ्कराचार्यमध्यमाम् अस्मदाचार्यपर्यन्तां वन्दे गुरुपरम्पराम्। ॐ सुखं नित्यं स्वप्रकाशं व्यापकं नामरूपयोः अधिष्ठानं बुद्ध्यबोध्यं बुद्धेर्हृद्यत्तु निर्मलम् अपारं सर्ववेदान्त वेद्यं प्रत्यक्परं महः तदेवाहं नमस्तोऽन्यत् इति मे निश्चितामतिः। Page 41, topic 61, first line. साक्षिस्वरूपं यदुक्तं जीवो रागद्वेषादिक्लेशविशिष्टः तद्रहितं च ब्रह्म तस्मात् तयोर्जीवब्रह्मणोः ऐक्यरूपो विषयः ग्रन्थस्य न सिद्धेदिति। यद्यपि तत्सत्यमेव तथापि रागादिवियुक्तसाक्षिणः ब्रह्मणैक्यं युज्यत एव। Author Nischal answering to the Purvapakshi, the objectionist who is not accepting Jiva Brahma Aikyam. Jiva the Sakshi and Brahma Aikyam doesn't happen. For that he gives the reason, because Sakshi is not there other than Ahankara. There are two groups of people, Purvapakshis. One group of Purvapakshi says there is no Sakshi other than Ahankara. When the Sakshi itself is not there, where is the question of Sakshi Brahma Aikyam? Therefore, that Aikyam is not possible. This is the first group. The second group people says Sakshi Brahma Aikyam is not possible because Sakshis are many, Sakshis are in plural number. Brahman happens to be one. Therefore, Aikyam is not possible. First group says Ahankara alone is there. That Ahankara attributes are diagonally opposite to Brahman. Therefore, Jiva Brahma Aikyam is not possible. Because Ahankara attributes are evidently different from Brahman. Therefore, how is it possible Aikyam? Second group says Sakshis are in plurality. Brahman is Ekam. So, Aikyam is not possible. For these two objections, now in this first few lines, Nischal answering the first group. Those who are standing upon the ahankara alone is there. There is no sakshi group he is addressing. And he is giving a brief answer for them. Sutra bhuta samadhana. Later he explains elaborately. Look into the portion. I introduced this portion in the last class. Now we have to go through the word by word analysis. Yaduktam jivaha ragadveshadi klesa vishishtaha. Vishishtaha means associated with. Jiva happens to be ragadveshavan. Panchakleshaha are there. We saw 5 doshas with regard to jiva. Raga, attachment. Every individual has got attachment with their own body or with their family members or with some possessions. So, attachment is very, very natural for every individual. Dvesha also is there. Aversion. Aversion towards some people, aversion towards certain objects. So, dvesha. Adipadat, all other 3 you have to include. Abhinivesha, all those things. So, kleshadi vishishtaha. Klesha vishishtaha. Whereas Brahman tadrahitaha. Brahman is free from 5 kleshas, 5 defects, 5 doshas. Tasmat, therefore, tayoho jiva brahmanoho aikya rupa vishayaha. Vishayaha means the subject matter. What you are talking in this Vicharasagara as jiva brahma aikyam granthasya of this Vicharasagara na siddhet. It is not possible. You cannot accomplish that individual self and total self are one and the same. You cannot accomplish. Purvapakshi says. With regard to that subject matter, tayoho means between those two. What are they? Jiva brahmanoho. The individual self and the total self. They cannot be one and the same. Yadyapi satyameva. Nischal gives an answer here. Even though it is correct, I agree. Jiva Brahma, Jiva with all kleshas, cannot have identity with the Brahman. Satyameva. Tathapi, still, even though Jivas have raga, dvesha, kleshas, even then, ragadi viyukta sakshinaha brahmanaha aikyam. I am talking about the aikyam of sakshi and Brahma. So, sakshi who is free from raga, dvesha, abhinivesha, all those doshas are not there with regard to sakshi. Ragadi viyuktaha. Viyuktaha means free from. Who doesn't have that ragadi, ragadvesha, doshas are not there to sakshi. So with that sakshi only I am talking about Brahma aikyam. Yujyate eva, it is possible. Yujyate eva. Up to here we saw in the last class. And the answer continues further up to 2 lines. First Purvapakshi ki answer he is giving. Na cha kartrutva bhoktrutvaadi dharmaha vishishta jivadanyaha sakshi vandhyasunu samatvad na asti iti vachyam upahitasya sakshitvat. Now he gives the reason what is the Sakshi Swarupam, how that Sakshi Brahma Aikyam is possible. He gives the reason here. Sakshi Brahma Aikyam is possible because Sakshi is free from all doshas. You should not say Sakshi Brahma Aikyam is not possible. Nacha, now Kartrutva, Bhoktrutva onwards you take inverted commas. Kartrutva, Bhoktrutva dharmaha. Doership and enjoyership. Kartrutva means doership. Bhoktrutva means enjoyership. Adipadat, Jivatvam, Paramārthananda, other etc. etc. Vishishta. Vishishta means ahankara, the antakarana which is endowed with. Jiva has got two meanings. Jiva, whenever I say I am the individual, Jiva, there are two factors, two components. Ahankara and Atma. Sakshi and Ahankara. Ahankara has got Kartrutvam, Bhoktrutvam, etc. Paramārthananda, all of them. Whereas Sakshi component of Atma doesn't have that. Very technical, I will try my best. Here we have to understand the technical portion. I will present, then you will understand easily. Whenever Jiva, I the individual say, I, the word is used, it is a mixture. What type of mixture? Ahankara and Sakshi. Both are there. Jiva plus Ahankara is called Jiva. Jiva minus Ahankara is called Sakshi. Jiva plus Ahankara is called Jiva. Jiva minus Ahankara is called Sakshi. So Jiva means Sakshi when we say Jiva minus Ahankara. So Ahankara has got Kartrutvam, Bhoktrutvam, Paramārthananda, etc. attributes. Whereas Sakshi, who is free from the mind, Sakshi minus mind, that is called Jiva, another meaning of Jiva. Sakshi minus Ahankara, we can take Antahkaranam, Ahankara. It is called Atma. That Jiva is called Atma. Jiva plus Ahankara is called Jiva. Jiva minus Ahankara is called Sakshi Atma. So Jivatma, when we say Ahankara Sahita Jivatma, Ahankara Rahita Jivatma, two are there. Ahankara Rahita Jivatma is called Sakshi. Ahankara Rahita Jivatma is called Jivaha. Ahankara Sahita Jivatma is called Jivaha. So this we have to understand. Whenever you see that Ahankara Sahita, that Ahankara become Visheshanam, attribute. So an ignorant person always takes that I am, whenever he says, he includes the Ahankara. Ahankara is included by an ignorant person. Whenever every person uses the word I, that I is included Ahankara, that Ahankara is Visheshanam. That Ahankara is Visheshanam. Uninformed person, unintelligent person, or non-scriptural, non-Vedāntic, non-follower of Vedāntic scriptures. That person is called ignorant person. Whereas wise person, a person who studies Shastra, intellectually understand that even though he is using the ahankara, whenever using the word I, whenever intelligent person, wise person, he is also using I. Understanding, using the I, but understanding intellectually, this ahankara is not included. In understanding, intellectually, ahankara is not included in I. Making use of that ahankara, otherwise ahankara, pure ahankara doesn't exist. Pure sakshi cannot do any transaction. Pure ahankara doesn't exist without sakshi. Pure sakshi cannot do any interaction. So sakshi plus ahankara both together only I. Ignorant person takes that ahankara component as I. That is visheshanam included. Here, intelligent wise person uses the ahankara to say I word he uses, but at the same time intellectually he excludes the ahankara. From that I, intellectually he excludes. When I intellectually exclude the ahankara, I is called sakshi. Sakshi Atma. Sakshi or Atma. So ahankara viseshavan Atma jivaha. Ahankara visheshanavan Atma jivaha. Once you exclude the ahankara, ahankara will lose the visheshana status. Ahankara becomes upadhi. So ahankara upadhiman atma sakshi bhavati. Intellectually, physically you cannot take away the ahankara. Without ahankara you cannot say I. I am, you to say, you require ahankara plus sakshi, consciousness. Therefore, intellectually you exclude the ahankara. Once you exclude the ahankara, that ahankara serves like not a visheshanam, but it serves like a upadhi, medium, upadhi. So these are all familiar to you, but new as though, difficult kuncham. That's what he says, upahitasya sakshitvat. That is upahitam. Upahitasya sakshitvat means this is our answer. Therefore, you have to supply that na here. Kartrutva bhoktrutva dharma vishishta jivat anyaha sakshi. You see, if you take ahankara, it is kartrutva, bhoktrutva, association is there for jiva. That jiva is ahankara. Jiva. Ahankara sahita jiva. Included ahankara. So, sakshi means what? Anyaha. Ahankara, anyaha, the second component. Anyaha, sakshina. Anyaha, sakshi. It is like Vandhya sunu samatvat na asti iti na vachyam. So Vandhya putra. Vandhya means barren woman. A woman who cannot give birth to a child, she is called Vandhya. Vandhya sunu, the son of a barren woman. A woman who cannot give birth to a son, how can you say her son? Vandhya putraha. She cannot have children. How can you say, introduce a child, Vandhya putraha? She cannot have a child. Where is the question of Vandhya putra? Non-existent son of Vandhya, you introduce? Are you getting the point? Vandhya means a lady who cannot give, a woman cannot give birth to a child. And I am introducing the son of that lady. When sun himself is not there, how can I introduce? Sunu means son. Son of that woman. Hey, that woman doesn't have son at all. How can I introduce this person is the son? In the person, non-existent son. You cannot introduce non-existent son because she cannot have a son. You cannot introduce that person who is not existent. So non-existent son, like that, Sakshi is not there, you cannot say. Nischal is asking Purvapakshi. What Purvapakshi said? There is no Sakshi other than Ahankara, he said. Don't say Sakshi is not there like Vandhyaputra. Every Vandhyaputra is non-existent. Therefore your Sakshi is also non-existent. Na Vachyam. He says, look into the portion. Sakshi Vandhyasunu Samatvat Na Asti. Purvapakshi, suppose he says your Sakshi is like Vandhyaputra. Vandhyaputra is non-existent. Therefore your Sakshi is also Samatvat, non-existent. Na Asti. Iti na Vachyam. Nischal says, don't say like that. Sakshi is not there at all. Like Vandhyaputra, you should not say Sakshi is non-existent. That na you have to bring here. Nacha is there. In that word. Nacha kartrutvadi. And the na you have to bring here. It's not a printing mistake. When you do Anvaya, na Vachya means you should not make such a statement. This is our answer. Why? What is the reason? Upahitasya sakshitvad. Sakshi is upahita chaitanyam. Upahitasya sakshitvad. Sakshi is upahitam. Another example also we can see. Now two jivas we have to understand here. One jiva itself we cannot understand. Two jivas we have to understand. Ahankara excluded jiva, Ahankara included jiva. Ahankara included jiva is called jiva. Ahankara excluded jiva is called Sakshi. If you include Ahankara, it is Visheshanavan Atma. Ahankara Visheshanavan Atma Jiva ityuchyate. Ahankara Visheshanavan. So Ahankara Upadhiman, if you take it as Upadhi, it is not a Visheshanam. That Atma is called Sakshi. That example is moonlight example. Moonlight is not included in the moon. Moonlight, when you say, moonlight is not included in the moon because there is no light in the moon. There cannot be light in the moon. So, but you use the word moonlight. Really moonlight belongs, that light belongs to the sun. Therefore, even though while making use of that word moonlight, if you include the moon in that light, moonlight, that light belongs to the moon. If you reveal that light which reveals the moon, otherwise you cannot see the moon without sunlight. Because sunlight is falling on the moon, you are calling it is moonlight. But now you have the intelligent person does what? Informed person. Uninformed person take moonlight as moonlight. Informed person, he say the moonlight, but at the same time he exclude the moon from the moonlight. Because moonlight doesn't exist. Moonlight is nothing but sunlight. Therefore, moon is not included. That is the example. So, upadhi. Then if you exclude it, moon serves as a upadhi for the sun to reflect his light. Moon becomes the upadhi. a medium. Moonlight is an upadhi. Moon is called Upahita Chandraha. Moon is called Upahita Chandraha. Light mixed moon. Moonlight is called light mixed moon. Upahita Chandraha. So for an uninformed person, moonlight is an intrinsic nature of the moon. Uninformed person. Informed person, it is not intrinsic, but it is from the sun. So the Vishishta Chandraha, Upahita Chandraha. Vishishta Chandraha for uninformed person. Vishishta Chandraha, moonlight belongs to moon. That is for uninformed person. Vishishta Chandraha. Chandra who is associated with the light. Really Chandra is associated with the light? No. Therefore, Upahita Chandraha, you have to say. That time, Chandra serves like a Upadhi. Upahita Chandraha. So, Ahankara Vishishta Jiva, Ahankara Vishishtaha Jivaha Ityuchyate. Ahankara Upahita Jivaha Sakshi Ityuchyate. So, keeps the Ahankara for transaction, but at the same time he excludes intellectually, cognitively. That is the idea, Upahita Sakshitvat is the meaning. Now further continuation. Kartrutva bhoktrutvadirupam samsari visheshananam yo visheshyamshah sa eva sakshītyuchyate tādrisa sakshi nishedhe samsārino visheshya visheshyam shāpalape sarino visheshyam shāpalape kartrutva bhoktrutva swarupa samsāra nishedhe kartru bhoktru swarupa samsāri nishedhe eva paryavasyeta ekasyaiva chaitanyasya sakshitve vivakshite antahkarana mupadhirbhavati tasyaiva kartrutva bhoktrutva vishishta jivatve vivakshite antahkaranam visheshanancha bhavati visheshanena yuktam vishishtam upadhina yuktam upahitamiti chochyate. Whatever I have explained, now I given earlier before reading this portion so that you can understand. That is only he is explaining now. Visheshanam, upadhi, upahitam, what is sakshi? This definition of sakshi is given here. You can note that who is sakshi. That is the definition. Kartrutva, bhoktruttvadi rupa, samsari visheshananam yaha. So here visheshananam means ahankara. Ahankara in the word I, jiva, the individual, I. In that ahankara component is there. What is the nature of this ahankara? Kartrutva, bhoktrutva. Doership, kartrutva means doership. I am the doer. Morning onwards till night, what we are thinking? I am the doer. I am the eater, I am the walker, I am the smeller, I am the talker. Like that, so many kartrutvam is there. Then I am the enjoyer. I am enjoying. That all bhoktrutvam. All these are all rupa. Samsari visheshanana. Normally samsari means what? The one who is ignorant, ignoramus person, samsari. Catching samsari, sari all the time is called samsari. A joke. Catching and leaning and artham. Leaning upon something for his security all the time. That person is called samsari. Leaning upon something or other. Samsari. Who is he? Samsari visheshananam yaha. The one who is here, samsari ahankara visheshyamshaha sa eva sakshi iti uchyate. Visheshamshaha means atma. Atma component. So, two components are there he is introducing. In Jiva, kartrutva, bhoktutva, samsara, rupa, ahankaram, visheshanam, rupa, ahankaram is one component of Jiva. What is the second component? Visheshyamshaha. The visheshyamsha is sakshi. Iti uchyate. Saha eva yaha visheshamshaha. So, the visheshyam, visheshanam. Visheshanam, the one who has got visheshanam is called visheshyam. Visheshanam is adjective. Visheshyam is the one who has got visheshanam. The ahankara as the upadhi. Therefore, visheshyam saha eva sakshi. That sakshi. He is alone is called sakshi. Iti uchyate. Now, tadrisha sakshi nishedhe. You are telling Sakshi is not there. Purupakshi is telling, no. Sakshi is not there, you are telling. Suppose you say Sakshi is not there. Samsarinaha visheshya shapalape. Here means negation. Sakshi negation. Visheshamsha palape. Visheshamsha apalape. Means by the negation of sakshi. If you negate the ahankara, if you negate that visheshamsha also, you are negating. Then tadrisa sakshi nishedhe. You take out the sakshi from I, the jiva. Can ahankara exist? Sakshi apalape. Apalapi means you take out the sakshi. Sakshi is not there, you are telling. There is no sakshi at all other than ahankara. This is the Purapakshi's argument. Now Nisradasa asking, if ahankara alone is there, not sakshi is not there, that word is using here. Tadrisha sakshi nishedhe. If you remove tadrisha sakshi means what type of sakshi? That he has given. Visheshamshaha saha eva sakshi. Such type of sakshi. If you say it is not there, nishedhe, if you negate that, samsarinaha visheshamsha apalape. Sachena visheshya amsha, sakshi amsha. If you negate samsarinaha, what will happen? Kartrutva bhoktutva rupa samsara nishedhe eva paryavasyeta. You are negating the ahankara also. Ahankara doesn't exist. Chidabhasa can exist without chit. Sakshi means a pure consciousness. Ahankara means RC. So, Chidabhasa Rupa Ahankara, if you remove chit, Chidabhasa can exist. If your original face is not there, can there be a reflected face? Suppose any person says like this, the Purupakshi's argument is like that, there is no original face at all other than reflected face. Ipo puriyarda? I hope now you are understanding. Purvapakshi's and argument, there is no Sakshi at all other than Ahankara. This statement is just like saying there is no original face at all other than reflected face. How is that argument? Idu kuda puriyaliyo? Idu purinjadilliyo? Suppose any oru maatrame illa waste la adikku da cake. Suppose anyone says there is no original face at all there is no original face at all other than reflected face. How is that statement? Is it not jarring? Is it not jarring to your ears? Why? Because reflected face doesn't exist without original face. In the first Purvapakshi's answer is like that. There is no Sakshi at all without Ahankara. Ahankara is like a reflected face. Sakshi is like a original face. If you remove Sakshi at all, totally, your samsari Ahankara, Kartrutva, Bhoktrutva, samsari Ahankara, it is also Paryavasyeta, means it is also end up with what? Kartrutva, Bhoktrutva, Rupa, Samsara, Nishedhe eva Paryavasyeta. You are unknowingly negating the Ahankara. You are unknowingly negating even Ahankara also. Sakshi is not there. Ahankara is not there. That means it is as good as saying I am not there. And I another yaar? I another no, doesn't exist. Sakshi you are not there, you are telling. Without Sakshi, Ahankara doesn't exist. If Ahankara, Sakshi you negate, Ahankara is also as good as negated. Suppose you are sitting on the carpet, I pull the carpet. You are also pulled or not? As I pull the carpet, I need not touch you. I am pulling you also. Like that, if I take out Sakshi, negate the Sakshi, you are as good as negating the Ahankara. Appa Jiva, the individual, kadiyadi. Very brilliant observation, very technical. I hope koncham veetupai tiruppi mananam pannuvu. Tadrisa Sakshi nishedhe samsarinaha visheshyamshapalape. In the samsari jiva, the rendu components irukku. Jiva is having Ahankara plus Sakshi. If you take out Sakshi, Ahankara cannot exist. So Visheshyamsha Sakshi, Visheshanamsha Ahankara. If you take Visheshana Amsha, you are giving importance to Ahankara Jiva. If you take Ahankara as Upadhi, Visheshanavan Sakshi, Visheshanavan Atma, Ahankara Upadhiman Atma. If you take Ahankara serves like a Upadhi, at that time that Sakshi is called Upahita Chaitanyam. That is Upahita Chaitanya Paryavasyeta. Ekasyaiva Chaitanyasya Sakshitve. Suppose there is one Chaitanyam, Ekasyaiva Chaitanyam is only one. Sakshitve Vivakshite. That Eka Chaitanyam, one Chaitanyam alone is called Sakshi. Antakaranam Upadhihi Bhavati. That Antakaranam becomes Upadhi. It is no more an Visheshanam, but Antakaranam is using the Antakaranam instead of Ahankara. So Antakaranam or Ahankara becomes the Upadhi. Just as the light for moonlight, moon has become a Upadhi. Without moon, medium, moonlight cannot be formed. Without Antakaranam, the mind, the Ahankara, it is Sakshi cannot reflect there. So Chaitanyam cannot reflect there. So the Upadhi, Ahankara is the Upadhi. Mind is the Upadhi. Antakaranam is the Upadhi. In that, Chaitanyam is available as Sakshi Chaitanyam. That is why it is called Antakarana Upalabdhis Chaitanyam is called Upahita Chaitanyam. So Antakaranam is taken as Upadhi. In that Upadhi, Chaitanyam is available because Chaitanyam is all pervading. Therefore it is called Upahita Chaitanyam. Antakaranam Upadhi Bhavati. Tasyaiva Kartrutva Bhoktrutva Vivakshi Vishishta Jivatve. Tasyaiva means for the same Atma, Tasyaiva Kartrutva Bhoktrutva Vishishta Jivatve. If you take Jiva as Karta, Bhokta, Vishishta means what I said, associated with. If you take the Jiva associated with doership and enjoyership, Vivakshite Antakaranam Visheshanancha Bhavati. Then it becomes Visheshanam, Antakaranam. So, Vivakshite means looked upon. That Ahankara, Antakaranam. Antakaranam is synonym for Ahankara. Ahankara is looked upon as Visheshanam. Visheshanam cha bhavati. So he is concluding. Visheshanena yuktam vishishtam. You put semicolon there. Visheshanena yuktam vishishtam. Upadhina yuktam. Yuktam means with, associated with. Upadhina yuktam upahitam. Iti cha uchyate. So what is Visheshanam? What is Upahitam? Visheshanena yuktam vishishtam. What is Vishishtam? What is Upahitam? Ahankara Antakaranam Visheshanena. Ahankara inclusive. In I, if you include Ahankara, it is Visheshanam. If you include Ahankara, it is Vishishtam. Vishishtam, Visheshanena yuktam vishishtam. Okay? If you include simple Visheshanena yuktam and sonara, means what? Visheshana means what? Ahankara. Ahankarena yuktam. With include. If you include that Ahankara, it is Vishishtam. If you exclude the Ahankara, it is called Upahitam. Vishishta Chaitanyam, Upahita Chaitanyam. Vishishta Chaitanya means Kartrutva, Bhoktrutva, all doshas, raga, dvesha, all contaminated jiva. Contaminated jiva is called Vishishta Chaitanyam. Chaitanyam is not contaminated. The jiva, ahankara part is contaminated. If you remove that Visheshanam, Upadhina yuktam, mind treated as Upadhi. Mind treated as Upadhi. Intellectually you exclude the Visheshanam, that mind serves as Upadhi. Upadhina yuktam, Upahitam iti uchyate. Upahita Chaitanyam. So, therefore, Vishishta and Upahita. You have to remember this much enough. Next, further continuation, he gives an example here. Because he knows that we don't understand this much easily. If you read once again after going home, the portion is very simple. Karyananvai itve sati vidyamanatve sati yavartakaha upadihi yatha nyāyamate कर्णगोलकान्तर्गतः क आकाशः गतः आकाशः श्रोत्रेन्द्रियमित्युच्यते Tatra karnagolakam shrotrasya upadhihi yataha karnagolakam swavachinna akasham chinnam shrotrendriyatvena bodhayitva swayam tena sambaddham bhavati tasmat karnagolakam shrotrasyopadhihi evam antahkaranamapi sopahitam chaitanyam साक्षित्वेन बोधयित्वा स्वयं तेन संबद्धं वर्तते तस्माद् अन्तःकरणं साक्षिणः उपाधिरिति अन्तःकरणस्थ चैतन्यमात्रम् साक्षीति च सिद्ध्यति. That moonlight example I gave, Swamiji regularly gives that moonlight example. But here Acharya gives the example from Tarka Shastra. That Nyāya mate, he says, in Nyāya, Tarka Shastra, they use one example. With that example, he is trying to explain that Upahitam, Upadhi, Visheshanam, Vishishtam, he want to explain. Now, example, for me it is simple. I hope for you also it will be simple. What this Purvapakshina, Nyāya Mata, according to Tarkikas, they say, Karya Ananvayitve Sati, Vidyamanatve Sati, Vyavartaka Upadhi. This is the definition of Upadhi in Tarka Shastra. Adi Puriyarade Kashtam, Gadabida. So, first you leave that sentence. I will explain you later. Let us go to example first. He gave the definition. What do you mean by Upadhi? Tarka Shastra, the definition Upadhi means Karyananvayitve sati Vidyamanatve sati Vyavartakaha Upadhihi. Sorry, what is the example? Let us go to example first. Yatha, just as this is technical discussion. Nyāya mandale technical nartham. Nyāya mate, the definition of Upadhi. He gives a very, very important definition. Karna Golakantargata Akashaha. Now the ear, it is called Golakam. And this Karna Gola, Karna means ear, not Mahabharata Karna. Okay, Karna means ear. Golakam means it is a fleshy part. Golakam. Karna Golaka, Antargata Akasha. There is a space within the ear. Akasha. Shrotra Indriyam Itruchyate. That is called Shrotra Indriyam. There is no separate hearing sense organ other than the Akasha which is available in the ear. The Akasha which is available in your ear is called Shrotrendriyam. Tatra Karna Golakam Shrotrasya Upadhihi. That Karna Golakam. The ear, Shrotra means ear. Shrotrasya, Shrotra means Shrotra Indriyasya. Shrotra Indriyam is called Akasha, he is telling. Where is that Akasha? Where is that Akasha? In that Karna. Karna Golaka Antaha Akasha Asti. That is called Shrotra Indriyam. In the Shrotra Indriyataki, What is the upadhi anna? Karna golakam. Karna golakam. The karna golakam is the medium upadhi. That is the definition of upadhi. Inge is the upadhi where the akasha can exist and serve as shrotra indriyam. Everywhere it cannot serve, only India. Not in eyes, not in nose. Karna golakalla irinda akashathige da shrotra indriyam pair. That is up. Then this golakam becomes what? He says upadhi. Shrotra indriyasya upadhi. Are you getting the point? Hearing power irka illaya ungalku? That hearing power is nothing but akasha. Akasha means space. Space is where? Which space? Not stomach space, not outer space, not hall space, but the space within ear. Inge kaamikanam. The space in the ear. The space in the ear is called, that is shrotra indriyam. And the shrotra indriyam, what is the medium? Golakam, karna. So karna golakam is the upadhi. Example kuda kastamada irke Swamini ante darshtantam kashtam, drishtantam also kastame ille, konju yojikana upadhi. Yataha, therefore, since karna golakam swa avacchinnam akasham, karna golakam, kaadu purichu paadungo, kaadu irukkalaya, kaadu vedilla theriyadhu kaadu, okay, ear. Karna golaka avachinna akasham. Avachinna means enclosed. Avachinna means enclosed. Akasha means space. That space which is enclosed in your fleshy ear. Golakam, karna golakam, avachinna akasham, shrotra indriyatvena bodhayitva. In Tarka Shastra, they teach this shrotra indriyam is this. What is that? Which is available within the karna. Shrotra indriyatvena swa avachinnam akasham. Karna golaka swa avachinna akasham. In its own, that golakam, that akasha is there. That akasha pair the shrotra indriyam. That's why you are able to listen my voice, sound. Vicharasagara class, Shabda is entering into your ears. How it is entering? That Shabda, how you are hearing, you don't know. Vicharasagara Karta says, please understand that Akasha space which is in your ear is the Shrotra Indriyam, which is there, Avachinnam. Akasham is Avachinnam, which Golaka avachinna akasham, that is the cause for your hearing. Appa, even Sudanama, easier Solapuda than Bhasha Padi Tarka language. Bodhayitva Swayam Tena Asambadham Bhavati. Now, the Akasha within the ear is associated with the ear. Can the ear, golakam, touch the akasha, that which is there inside? Karna golaka avachinna akasham can be touched by the ear. Akasha cannot be touched by anything. Why? Asangatvat, arupatvat. So ear cannot touch the akasha. Asambadham na bhavati. Sambadham na bhavati. It cannot be associated with the ear upadhi. But akasha is there inside. Now you see in the hall, the space is there. This space is touched, associated by anything in this hall. Because what is formless cannot be touched by anything. Similarly, your akasha which is available in the ear cannot be touched by the upadhi karna golakam. Clear? Shrotra indriyam, which is nothing but akasha, avachinna akasha. Karna, Golaka, Avachinna, Akasha is Shrotra Indriyam. Can Shrotra Indriyam, that is Akasha, can be touched by Sambadham Bhavati? Can it have a relation with this Golakam? Never. So what? Similarly, now come to the Ashtanta. Drishtanta, Paravale, Kuncham. Tasmat, Karna Golakam Shrotrasya Upadhihi. Karna Golakam Upadhihi. Karna Avachinna Akasham. Karna Avachinna Akasham. Tell me. Shrotra Indriyam. Karna Avachinna Akasham. Karna Golaka Avachinna Akasham. Shrotra Indriyam. Then Golakam becomes what? Upadhi. Clear? Upadhi. Then this Akasha is not touched by the Upadhi. So Shrotra Indriyam is not touched by Upadhi. This is Puriyadilyo. Adhe Madrida. Now look into the Ashtanta. Evam, in this manner, Antakaranamapi. Antakaranam also. Our own Antakaranam means Ahankara. Swa Upahitam Chaitanyam. There is Shrotra Indriyam Madri inge Upahita Chaitanyam is there. There Akasha, in example, here Upahita Chaitanyam. Chaitanyam Sakshitvena. Ange Avachinna Chaita, Avachinna Akasha and Chunam. Inge Suranam Upahita Chaitanyam. Antakarana, Dashtantam. Sakshitvena Bodhayitva. Sakshitvena. There in Drishtanta, what we said, Avachinna Akasham Kenna Pere. Avachinna Akasham in Golakam, what is the name? Shrotrendriyam. Similarly, here also, Antakarana, Upahita Chaitanyam, Inga Chaitanyam irukku. In all pervading space, Kadula irka illaya? Irka. That is Shrotrendriyam. All pervading Chaitanyam is there in your Antakaranam or not? This Upahita Chaitanyam. There Avachinna Akasham. Here Upahita Chaitanyam Dashtanta. This Upahita Chaitanyam is called Sakshi. Avachinna Akasham Shrotra Indriyam. Golakam Upadhi. Similarly, Antakaranam Upadhi. Antakaranam Upahita Chaitanyam Sakshi. Appadi example in the pakkam edukunom. So Dashtanta is this side. Golakam Upadhi. Antakaranam Upadhi. Dashtantala Antakaranam. Ahankara. Then Shrotra Indriyam is nothing but Akasha. Avachinna Akasha. Karna Golaka Avachinna Akasha. Shrotra Indriyam. Similarly, Hridaya or Antakarana Upahita Chaitanyam Sakshi. And Shrotra Indriyam is Sakshi. There Avachinna Akasha, here Upahita Chaitanyam. There, here Karna Golakam Upadhi, here Antakaranam is Upadhi. I hope I have communicated. Sakshitvena bodhayitva. This is the way Shastra teaches us. Swayam tena asambadham vartade. Another point, last and final point is what? Just as the Shrotra Indriyam is not associated with the ear, similarly, the Sakshi Chaitanyam, which is available in this Antakarana Upadhi, is not associated with the Ahankara. Your original face is associated with reflected face. Original face cannot be associated with reflected face. What is the medium? Mirror. Mirror is the medium. Reflected face is there. Can your my face only is there. Both are having relation. What relation? What relation? No relation. Asambadham. Like that, here Sakshi Chaitanyam, which is Upahitam, Antakarana Upadhau, that Antakaranam, Ahankara and Sakshi cannot have relation. இப்போ நான் சொல்லும் போது ஐ என்ன இந்த ரெண்டுமே இருக்கும். ஞானி knows this ahankara compartment and sakshi compartment. Jnani knows. Ajnani doesn't know. Ajnani knows only one component, ahankara only. This Purvapakshi one. Which is Purvapakshi? There is no sakshi at all. There is only ahankara. Who is talking? It is just like saying there is no reflected face. There is no original face at all. There is only reflected face. Anna madri da. Idu puriyadro. Enoda example avaru sollala. Naan solren ungalku easy ah puriyaradukka. Sakshi illamal ahankara eppadi irukka mudiyum? Therefore sakshi is there. Sakshi is there. So he is just establishing that. Tasmat antakaranam sakshinaha upadhihi iti antakaranastha chaitanyam matram sakshi iti cha siddhyate. Sakshi asti va na va idanim? Sakshi asti eva. Sakshi is there. You should not say sakshi is not there, because antakaranam sakshinaha upadhihi. Antakaranam or ahankara is the upadhi, medium for sakshi. So therefore antakaranastha chaitanyam matram sakshi iti uchyate. Antakarana chaitanyam sakshi. Antakaranam is upadhi. Purvapakshi is taking ahankara as real. And ahankara Brahma Aikyama. Who said? Nang ahankara Brahma Aikyam sollave illiye. You are telling sakshi is not there, ahankara alone is there. What a foolish statement it is. You have to read this whole 61 whole portion at least 100 times. You are a muktaha. If you read 100 times, manasu vechi padikkanam. Okay, with quality mind, I will guarantee you will get Jivan Mukti. Yenna Sakshi clearly presented. No doubt in that. Even not 100 times also not required. I am giving more number. That is the best, very, very important portion this is. Who is Sakshi? Now who is Sakshi? I am Sakshi. See, that is my nature. Sakshitve, I have left any words? No. That I will tell you next week. Now already time up. So that is the definition of Upadhi by Tarka Shastra. So that I will explain all technical terms. Already this is above head maximum. So we will try our best. Purnamada Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavasishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Hari Om. Shri Gurubhyo Namah.